Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Miss Crochet and Coffee here, back with another part of What You Got Wednesday. What You Got Wednesday is a segment that I have on my channel where I showcase all the stuff that you, my generous fans and subscribers and friends, send to me. This is just a way so that I can show my fans what I've gotten. As you guys know, and I didn't really want to make it known, my birthday is coming up, so I've been getting quite a lot of fan mail lately. So, thank you for bearing with me if this is something that is not your cup of tea. So amongst that fan mail, if I get packages on the weekend, I tend to open them because I'm impatient. And because I don't really I don't record on the weekends because that's family time. And this past weekend, as you guys already know, if you were in my live on Friday night, was a little bit of a rougher weekend. I did already open this. I did video chat with Becky's Madness for Crafting because she's mad. Either way, Becky's Madness for Crafting decided, because it was my birthday, she wanted to send me a couple of things over. So she went ahead and sent me 4 coloring books. Good gravy. So we're going to quickly go through the books. Now, I didn't know which book she was getting, and I was extremely excited to see them. One is the very first one. I've never seen this one before. It's the Grimm Fairy Tales by Jade Summers. It's obviously an adult coloring book. It is not a grayscale book. So we got the Grimm Fairy Tales. We also have Bohemian Fantasy grayscale by Molly Harrison. She's another adult coloring book artist that I really have started falling in love with. And I was actually looking at a few of these on other channels, and I was like, ooh, I have to get this one. Stitcherisa just did a flip through of this one, and I was just like, oh my god, that's so pretty. Now, I didn't tell Becky that I had seen that, nor did I tell her I wanted it, but she must have read my mind like Jeremy Fryer did. And she was just like, oh, I know which books to get her. So that's another one of the books, 25 lovely ladies for you to color. We also have Mystical Fantasy coloring book. Love the cover of this one. Love her hair in that. And then we also have the Halloween Fantasy coloring book. Now, I'm going to do a quick flip through of all of them so you can see what's inside in case you want to get them for yourself. I'm pretty sure they came from Amazon. If not, go bother Becky's Madness for Crafting, and she will tell you where she got them. So obviously there won't be links because I don't know. I'm going to guess they came from Amazon somewhere, but it'd be kind of rude of me to go look to see what she paid for them. So yeah, we're not going to do that. So again, if you want to know where they came from, go bother Becky's Madness for Crafting. She loves when people bother her. All right, so the first book we're going to get into is this Grimm Fairy Tales. Now, as you know, Jade Summers always has the black backing to her pages. They are one-sided. The pages aren't thin, but they're not super thick. So if you're using markers, please add that piece of paper to protect the paper underneath. She tells you, as usual, that you get a digital copy as well as a physical copy of this. So yeah, so let's see what Grimm Fairy Tales we have in here, shall we? We have Cinderella, and look, the princess kissing her hand. Dude, those fine liners. The fine liner stuff. So if you didn't know, I have become an affiliate with Arteza. All that information is linked down below. If you do decide to get some Arteza, don't forget to use that one-time code for the 10% off, which is Craft Crochet 1. And that will get you 10% off on top of the already good discounts that they already have going on. So, small plug there. So, and I would like to thank everyone who has been supporting and using my links to get their Arteza supplies. I greatly appreciate it. It's just another way for you guys to support the channel, help put some money back into the channel so I can bring you more awesome content. Yeah, because who doesn't want that? I may or may not start a Patreon page. I've been asked by a couple of people to start one, and I'm still a little unsure about it. I don't know. Either way, we have Cinderella in her rags, sweeping, talking to a bird. Most people would think that she's crazy for talking to that bird, but for her, she was just trying to go to the ball. There is the dress. Now, did the birds and the animals make the dress? I thought the fairy godmother made the dress, but these are the Grimm Fairy Tales, so they're a little bit different. Ooh, work it, girl. Yes. I'd spin around, too. So there she is wearing the dress. Uh-oh. There she is running, and then you got like the prince and somebody behind him watching her run, and she lost her slipper there. which I never got why they called it a slipper. Me personally, my slippers are like monster feet. So like I'm not wearing flippers with a gown. Like I'm wearing those are heels. So she lost her glass heel at the ball when she was running home. Look at her mom, her stepmom. I know a couple of stepmoms that look like this. I'm just saying. Don't judge. No, don't get all up in the business. What are you doing? So he, of course, went around to all the ladies of the village and put your foot in this shoe. Don't worry about, foot fungus or anything. Just put your foot in this shoe. We spray it out with that weird stuff that you spray your shoes with at the shoe store. And obviously it fit her, so they then lived happily ever after. Me personally, it looks like she's about to fall off that horse because I ain't sitting on his lap and the horse's back. The horse looks so sad. It's just like, please get these people off me. I'm a hot mess, you guys. Y'all don't listen to me. My brain works differently than most. All right, and then we have Hansel and Gretel. Now, this is one of my favorite stories. It's also one of the kids' favorite stories, mostly Maggie, because Maggie's a little grim. Maggie likes stories like this where they shove people in ovens, because for like a whole week, after I read her this story for the first time, she wanted to be shoved into an oven, which, when she says that out in public, doesn't sound very good. We're just going to move on now. All right, so there, the little girl is, I'm going to guess that's Gretel, and she's riding on what looks like a duck or a goose, and there's Hansel. It's funny, too, because when me and Mr. Coffee got our new cars a few years ago, he named his car Hansel and I named my car Gretel. And then I sold my car. Anyways, so Hansel and Gretel going through the woods and they find the candy house. Oh, that can be so colorful. Little brown stones up to like a very colorful house. And that's gingerbread, so that's got to be brown. And like you got like what looks like orange slices and like waffle. Oh, yeah. Totally colorful. Look at this chick. What is you doing? Now, I'm sorry. I think if my children saw something that looked like this in the woods, they wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, let us come in and eat your house. But, Hansel and Gretel weren't the brightest crowns in the box. So that's why we're going to use markers on them. Anyways, you have the wicked person with the weird nose. Why do their nose always look like that? Do they have to make these people look like as disheveled as possible? Can't it just be like a normal person? Because most of the time you get lured in by somebody who looks normal. All right. So this kind of looks like Weird Al Yankovic. If you don't know who that is, look it up. And like they're bow-legged. If that's not bad enough, they got on like 4 jackets, like a cane, weird, wrinkly. Nobody looks like that. Like nobody looks like this when they get older. If they do, I am so sorry. Actually, no. You know what? I do know somebody that looks like that. Never mind. We're just gonna move on. So we have the little girl Gretel being scared by this creepy person. And then apparently they're locked in a cage, and I guess she's feeding it a twig or giving it its finger or something. And then they knock her into the oven. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, you use that as a golf club. You just beat the crap out of her. I'm sorry. But if you're going to lure small children into your candy house and then try to shove them in the oven, of course they're going to put you in the oven. Haven't you ever heard of Hansel and Gretel? Whatever. The next story we have is Rapunzel. Now, Rapunzel, as you guys know, she was in a tower. She was waiting for her prince to save her. Why she didn't just jump out the window and go is beyond me. Your hair is long enough. All you got to do is like tie it to something, propel down the wall, cut your hair, and you're gone. No, she want to stay up there. How much room does she have up there anyways? But she has some gorgeous hair. I could never be a storybook writer or teller. No. Anyways. She has some gorgeous long hair. You got all this greenery around her and then the stone from the wall of the tower. Her dress is even cute. At least you got cute clothes. You got to wonder where they're coming from, though. And then she's letting up her wicked stepmother to, into the tower. And I'm sorry, me personally, something that looks like that, I'm not letting in. No, you cannot touch my hair. You need holy water and some soap and a prayer. Because if you look like this, and again, it looks just like the character from Hansel and Gretel. So, like, did it not die? Did it just get even more wrinkly and decrepit? And now it's climbing up this young lady's hair? Like, that's kind of rude. Oh, now it looks like she's threatening to cut it. Again, if it looks like this, you could just boot her out the window, I never got the fairy tales. If you couldn't tell, I wasn't that little girl that thought she was a princess when she was younger. Because I was like, I don't want a guy to save me. I want to save myself. I'm one of those people. Yeah, don't judge. Anyways, so then this prince finds the home chick in the tower. She's combing her hair. My thing is, this tower doesn't look very big. Obviously, there's no door, because if there was, she could have just walked out the door. But then again, that lady could have also just walked in the door instead of climbing up this poor lady's hair. But how much stuff is in this tower? Like, it's not that big. Like, you gotta think reasonably here. So he's on his horse, and the horse is all cute and purty. I do love that Disney cartoon, Rapunzel. He gets up there with her, and she's like, "Oh, well, thank you for coming to save me. I'm a princess up here, you know." Oh, and then that's the end. Like, he finds her, and they, you know, live happily ever after. All that fun jazz. Now, one of my all-time freaking favorite stories, Little Red Riding Hood. Why? I don't know. I really don't know why it's my favorite, but it's always been my favorite. Just the thought of a wolf trying to pretend to be something it's not, and then, yeah, it's just... So, here's the wolf with Little Red. That, and I always tend to migrate towards redheads, so I always call my redhead friends Little Red. Don't mind, it's my computer. It's just making its own noise. So, you got Little Red in the forest, and she finds the wolf, and she has her basket for Grammy. The wolf goes to Grammy's house, eats Grammy, and then takes over her persona, like, steals her identity. At this point in time in the world, you know, that's identity theft, but back then, that was cool, you know, just eat my grandma and take all of her snacks. And eat me too, because then what are you going to do then? Now you have your own house. It's just a hot mess. And then, of course, he reveals himself to be the wolf and tries to grab at her. And the axeman's like, no, I don't think so. And, of course, you know, takes care of the wolf. These are some grim stories. Rumpelstiltskin, yes. All right, so again, another weird, decrepit old person, just, you know, chilling. And then the king I don't remember what the king was looking for. He was looking for, like, clothes or something. And Rumpelstiltskin wanted the baby. I don't remember the full story of Rumpelstiltskin. I remember them putting her in this tower and telling her to weave all this hay into gold. And the only way... He put a curse on the girl, and the only way she could break the curse was say his name 3 times, or for somebody to say his name 3 times. I want to say it was. And then and nobody knew his name, so they had people come from far and near to try to figure out what this weird person's name was. And she finally guessed it. She's like, Rumpelstiltskin, duh. So yeah, Sleeping Beauty. She's tired. Somebody get her an Ambien. Alright, so you got Sleeping Beauty here. She's laying down, hair all, you know, cute and stuff. You get snatched while you're sleeping, because ain't nobody looks that good while they sleep. You gotta put some drool and stuff on the side of her mouth. Anyways. So, another weird, decrepit person. And that's the thing that always gets me about these fairy tales. It's always these weird people that are coming after these small children. Like, somebody should really, like, get rid of these trolls. Like, even fairy tales have trolls. That's just sad. And I'm not even sure what's happening here. This is just a lot. So you have is that a spindle? Is that what that's called? I can't remember what those are called. Or a spinning wheel. And then you have, like, this witch character here, and you have Sleeping Beauty here. I think she ends up pricking her finger on it. And yeah, she pricks her finger on it because they cast a spell on it, and she falls asleep, and only the kiss of a prince can wake her up. So they find a pure prince to come, you know, wake her up. Ta-da! He wakes her up. All right. And then they live happily ever after. So, yeah. And then we have... Oh, okay. So we have Snow White. And there's the old decrepit lady, once again, with an apple. Because, you know, when you see somebody like this, the first thing you're thinking is, ooh, they have delicious treats. So, there's her 7 dwarves. I don't see a sleepy one in there. They all look pretty happy. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Apparently this person. Their hair is cute, though. Like, they got a crown and stuff. Well, she eats the apple. She ends up passing out. And then the 7 dwarves, you know, make this casket out of glass somehow. And then the prince finds her. Did they, like, put her in the woods or something? Like, I don't remember. I have small children, but they're not really into, like, a whole lot of Disney stuff. So, like, did they put her in the woods? Like, I thought they put her, like, on this stump in the woods or something. People just kind of, like, walk by and watch her in her sleepy state. So the prince finds her, wakes her up. You know, you gotta have that true love's first kiss. Because, you know, you can find true love from somebody you've never met before. You know, that's how that goes. All right, bonus section, The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen. Ooh. Now, when I used to do my meditation app, it's called Calm, the Calm app. They would have these stories, the Grim Adventures, fairy tales, and I remember hearing the Hans Christian Andersen name in one of the fairy tales. So we have The Little Mermaid, and of course she's a mermaid, and she don't have a brassiere on, so she got to cover it with her hair. And unless you got pasties on, chick, you naked from the top up. I'm just saying. Nope, she gonna stay naked. Have at it. Me personally, I just wouldn't wear pants, but you know, you got a fin, so you don't really wear pants anyways. So she's sitting here talking to her little fish friends. And then here she is talking to some more fish friends. And again, you know, if I knew how to censor stuff, I'd probably censor it. But, you know, we're all adults here. They don't have tops on. And then she finds this shipwrecked, soggy man on the beach. That's how you find a man. Just find a man soggy on the beach. And if you guys remember, in the cartoon, Ursula trades her voice, Ariel's voice, for her fin. So she gives her legs, but in exchange, she had to give up her voice. And then the prince had to kiss her to get her voice back. He falls in love with somebody else or something. She gets upset, goes back into the water. And then that's the end. All right. So, that's the first book. And we've only been at this for 16 minutes. Yeah, this is going to be a long one, folks. And I don't know if I have any more packages coming. So this video might go up later in the day just so I don't have another unboxing of another fan mail, you know, later. So, let's see here. We have the Halloween fantasy coloring book. Now, you guys, if you don't know, my favorite holiday is Halloween. My wedding anniversary is 4 days before Halloween. So, or 5 days. It's 4 or 5. Either way, my favorite holiday is Halloween and Thanksgiving because you get to eat all the foods. So yeah, so this is the Molly Harrison book, and I did a small flip through of this with Becky, but I didn't really like look into it. So we're gonna go look together. Now these pages are a little thin. They are one-sided, which is nice. So please remember to put that protective layer in between the sheets, not the bed sheets, the page cover. You get it. You get it. So we have this woman here sitting on a pumpkin with her hair and the leaves and her wings. Whoo! Plenty of practice with those color pencils. Now, I don't know if I would use marker in this book just because it's not really, I don't know. In my brain, I don't see me using markers on this. I see me using color pencils to do all the gradients. And because it's not a grayscale, I can figure out where myself I would put all the shading and stuff. Now, there is some light shading like here and a little bit down here on the rocks. But for the most part, this is what I believe is called a color and fill. Oh, sad clown. She's so sad, and she got like her little balloons, and she's ready for Halloween. I guess she won't be invited into the circus over here. This is probably my favorite image. I saw this one, I believe, when I was showing Becky, and oh my gosh. Speaking of the devil, she just put up a video. What's in the pot? Hold on a second. Did I leave you guys to go watch What's in the Pot? No. No, I didn't. Now I'm hungry. Anyways, so we have this young lady here. She has on a cloak holding a pumpkin with a picket fence and the haunted house behind her. And I say it's haunted house because the cross at the top here is upside down. So usually that doesn't, that's not good. And then we have like the trees in the background. They're weary. Oh, look at her. She has foxes. She has little foxies. Love fox. It's Maggie's fault. But then it's partly Cicheresa's fault too, because she likes foxes and Maggie likes foxes, and it's just a whole fox mess. So we have this young lady here. This is supposed to be the Grim Reaper, if she was a female, I guess. And she has the scythe and all the branches and stuff behind her and in front of her. I want to say this was like a wheat field, but I want to say it's corn, but there's no corn on the stalks. So yeah, it's your guess, you know, whatever that is. This is another one of my favorite images. Why? Because she has on no pants. No pants dance. I'm guessing this is supposed to be like a dress, I hope. If not, hopefully she has on some shorts. She has some little kitties next to her, little pumpkin. You can do all kinds of shading with that stone to make it look real. The pumpkins, you know, you can do orange and black, obviously, because it's Halloween. You can have her have red hair, because for some reason that's a Halloween thing. Like, ooh, and then we have this fairy here just sitting in the graveyard, because you got the gravestones here, or the tombstones. She's sitting on, like, the grass. And then, well, I guess it's not grass, it's just grass. But she has her wings and she has horns, which is cool. And then we have this young lady here who looks also to be inside of, I don't know anybody who's sitting in a graveyard looking this cute, but she is. And she has her little kitty cats. And she has her hat, which kind of looks like the gourd that holds all the fruit at Halloween or Thanksgiving. So yeah, what is that thing called? I want to say cornucopia, but that's like a lot of something. And then we have here what looks like a version of the Mad Hatter almost. Big old flowers beside her. Love the flowers. And then she's wearing like a jacket of some sort, or like maybe as a cloak without a hood. I love the stars coming from her eyes. I love her makeup, but there is so much you can do with this image. You can make this jacket she's wearing like a gradient of black into red. You can add the pop of color for the star and the moon on her jacket. Big star here. I would probably use glitter pins on this image, because then I have like the glitter gold, and you can glitter gold and glitter white the moon and stars on this, and then like have her hair like a gradient of reds. So like it's red and got redder. Ooh, masquerade ball. So she has her wings here. There's a lot going on here. So she has a branch. There is something she's holding in her hand. I want to say it's an egg, but there's a leaf over top of it. So I'm not 100% sure what she has, but she has branches and that mask, you guys. That mask. Oh, love it. And then we just got a cute little scarecrow here with a kitty on its head, and it's in a field of sunflowers. Do scarecrows actually work though? Like, oh, I haven't seen this image. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, so she's laying down. Her dress is covered in leaves. Not covered as in she jumped into a pile, but it looks like there's a pattern of leaves on her dress. She is a fairy elf, because she has like the pointed ears, and she has the winglings, and then she has a bed of leaves that she's laying on. So yes, love that image. That's the chick from the front cover. Bam, 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 bam. All right, but where I don't mind the pictures for reference, I kind of like doing my own thing, you know. Yeah, I'll look at it and be like, oh, okay, I don't like her hair that color. I don't, I'll do my own thing. I don't like to copy the images, because I like to be original, I like to do my own thing. Oh, looky there. Okay, so she has some black kitties in the window here, or at least silhouettes of kitties. She has on Day of the Dead kind of makeup, kind of like the sugar skull. And so does her kitty cat. Do you see his eyes? Look at that. That's so cute. And then we have a vampiress, because it's female. She got fangs. Might want to, stick those in your mouth so nobody sees them, because, that kind of thing. But she has these very intricate, detailed windows, and the window panes are going to be nice to color, because you can essentially make them as colorful as you want. But then again, you got to think of what would a vampire have as windows, especially stained glass windows, because they can't have all that sun shining through. And then, of course, she has her candlesticks with all the candles, and she's holding a candle. She has a long cape on. Ooh, hello. We have this winged woman here. Winged woman, I say, because I don't see points in her ears. This looks like a wall of some sort, and she has a spear. Oh, okay, so she's going to go stab someone. Be careful. Love this image. I love the pattern on her dress. I love the pattern on the floor. I'm not 100% sure, but okay, there's kitty cats and then windows. I think this is a pattern on the floor, because that looks like the window from the other page, remember? You remember. All right, and then we have sunflowers here and kitty cats and this young woman here. And I think she's wearing a glove, or she has some really bad skin. I'm going to say she's wearing gloves. Some tattered gloves. I love the little stars on this. Again, probably gel pens on this page. Ooh, this is a busy page. So we have pumpkins, we have tree limbs, we have a Halloween hat, we have a Halloween skirt. And I like how the skirt is layered, but each layer has its own type of pattern. So again, that's a gel pen type deal. We have this beautiful young woman here. She is on a broomstick with the pumpkin. She has no kitty cat, which is odd because usually when they ride the broom, they have a cat, but I don't see a cat. But she has this long braid here. She has on a nice little dress. I love her shoes, and she's riding above the tops of the trees. All right, and then this next image here. Love her freaking hair. Do you see it? Oh my gosh, the line work. You guys, I want to do a color along. What do you guys think? I want to pick an image out of one of these books and see if a couple of people will get it. And maybe we'll have like our own little live on Fridays, or not Fridays, sorry. Maybe we'll do a live in the Facebook group. And we'll pick a day of the week that works better for everybody. Whether it's super early in the morning or later in the evening. And we'll try to do like a color along with one of these pages, because I really want to see if you guys will color with me. And if you guys are going nuts over this Arteza stuff, I greatly appreciate anyone who's using those links and that code, because it does help me out a little bit, get more stuff for the channel. I did go back and link the portrait tone, which is what I was calling the skin tone. So if you get something that says portrait tone, that is the skin tone markers. I linked the gray tone markers. Unfortunately, those two markers are not available in the UK, but I also did link the fine liners for the US and the UK and the retractable gel pens for the US and the UK. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. They sent me one more thing. What was it? The 2 marker packs, the fine liners, and nope, I think that was it. Anyways, but yeah, so there was a lot of that. All right. And then we have this magical mama here. She got like the magic of the stars and the moon right there, and it's wrapping around her arm. Tattered dress, pumpkins, the moon. I love how it always has the moon. Like, makes me think of ABs. But you can't mix diamond painting and coloring, can you? Maybe we can. Either way, we have this young woman here. She has 2 wolves. Watch out for wolf pack. And then I love her dress. I love that it's plain. There's not a lot of patterns or anything to it. And she also has like her crystal ball there. All right, had to take a little break. So sorry. That was just a blink for you, but I was phone and doctors, and don't worry, everything's good. Anyways, so we have our woman with the wolf here. I think I already explained this, but look at her little head wrap. It looks like a chandelier almost for her head. We have this ghoulish, she's absolutely ghoulish, woman here, this figure with the white dress. It actually makes me think of, I don't know if you guys remember, Gone Off My Meds read the book, Ghost of a Chance. This is what it reminds me of. Not so much the kitty cat, but that's just cute. But the figure itself, that's what I pictured in my head when I listened to her read that book. Oh, okay, so she gets more opaque on the next page. Does she slowly fade away? Like, tell me she slowly fades away. Yep, there's nothing. All right, so that was Halloween Fantasy Coloring Book for Adults by Molly Harrison. She's a really, really good artist. All right, so we got 2 more books to go through. We'll try to make it quick, because I don't want you guys to be here forever and a day. Not that, you probably care. I have fun stories. All right, so we have another fairy here, fairy elf maybe. Nice long dress, sitting in a field. She looks like she's sitting on a rock with some sunflowers. We have the dragon and the young lady sitting on the dragon. I love the dragon because you can like gradient those scales to like dark to light, or light to dark, or dark into the middle to light. But then again, if you're doing it in the shading aspect, you see here it's already partially grayed out. So you would just essentially work on that and make it like a darker green or gray or whatever color you want to make it into a lighter color. And then she's just gorgeous. Look at her hair and the detail in her wings. Yes, love wings. And then she of course has some clouds going on. And again, these pages, they're not super thick, but they're not super thin. But please do remember to put the cover to protect it underneath, because there's been a few times where I've forgotten myself. So, yeah. And then we have this beautiful young lady here with her wings and her horse. Her horse saddle has like the star and the moons. You guys know I love star and the moon stuff. Becky did an awesome job. Thank you, Becky. Ooh, hello. So we have bold, dark lines here, which I love. She has all the flowers around her, but look at her wings. Look at all the details in her wings. Just, oh my goodness. All the things that you can do with that, whether it be glitter pen or marker. But I personally, if you're going to use this, I would probably do a fine liner on this page. Like it might be a mixed media, I guess is what they might call it. Mixed media meaning using color pencil and marker. That would be a thing. And these are again color and fill. Oh wow. Okay, so she has on the star and moon dress with her high armed gloves. She has a little dragon sleeping on her shoulder. I want to say she might be a fairy because I think these are her wings on the side here. Nice long hair. She has this really intricate detail, whatever that is, behind her. She has like the moon crescent in the middle of her forehead. Oh, you guys. Oh my goodness. So then we have this here. And this, she looks like she's wearing like a onesie. So yeah, so we have the butterflies and the flower. And then she has on like this one-piece outfit that is, you know, when I say one piece, I mean like looks like footy pajamas, but she gets in it from the top. And then she has a very intricate detailed wings. I love her face. Now you guys know I'm really, really bad with faces, but I love her face. Oh my gosh. She also has the pointed ears. And looky there, she has a unicorn, big old wings. She's sitting in the middle of the forest because she has like the trees here. She has the little fat unicorn here. She got it lassoed or something maybe? I'm not sure. But they're just sitting on the grass and look, she has ballerina slippers on. And then we have this beautiful young lady here. She's sitting on top of the mushroom. Wings just beautiful. She has this beautiful flower above her head. Her hair is blowing in the wind. I always like the mushrooms. You always see the fairies with the mushrooms. I love the mushroom thing because you can make that mushroom like there's a variety of different mushrooms. Oh, okay. There's a variety of different mushrooms that you can color that and make it, you know, whatever. But look at her hair. And then like her antenna from the back. And then her tattered wings. And her dress is tattered, but it looks like it has flowers on it. That's so pretty. Oh, we got a mermaid. And for some reason, she got wine glasses, but she's by herself. That's kind of sad. The next one is two mermaids. Okay, so this one is definitely going to get framed or something. We have a sun and a moon. Or a moon and a star. Sorry, the moon's back there. So we have a moon here, a crescent moon and a star. And then we have these two mermaids holding it up. And they're sitting on rocks. Is it a siren that is the mermaids that sing the ships to their deaths? Or am I thinking of succubus? No, the succubus is the... Or is that a siren? I don't know. I'll figure it out. And then we have this beautiful young lady here who is just enjoying this fall breeze. She has a pointed ear, so she's some kind of an elf. And her dress is flowing in the wind. I can't tell if she's flying or floating or what, but it doesn't look like she has wings. But she's in the woods somewhere, and she's, you know, just doing her thing. Oh my God. One, she has skelly boobs. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but here it's a thing. Look at this freaking background. The background is grayscale. The front is color and fill. She has a tattoo of flowers on here. She has the moons and the stars in her hair, and then she has a crescent moon up here. And just that detail behind her, just, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And then we have this young lady here who's holding the little baby dragon that just hatched. She has a rattlesnake around her arm. She's brave. And then she has some beautiful wings and the vines. Love that. We have this goddess of love here. She has the beautiful wings. She has a big heart behind her with the hearts all in the heart. And then she's holding something with a heart in it. So love the image. And then I love her little top there. Her little bikini top, I guess, is what you would call it. Love the little bikini top, and then she has all this, like, I want to say that's possibly wind around her, but then again, her dress isn't moving, but her hair is going that way. But then, yeah, y'all figured that one out. And then we have this lovely lady. She has her beautiful tattered wings, and she has this, looks like a lion cub, maybe. She has a big old crystal ball here, and she's looking off into the distance, and she has a bear paw or a paw print on her shoulder blade as a tattoo, looks like. Moon behind her in the tall grass. Whoa. We have this unicorn with the very intricate detailed mane. That's kind of cool looking. I don't like the fact that it didn't give him a pupil, so we'll have to give him a pupil because, you know, we don't rock like that. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at her little tights, or her leggings. No, not leggings. Stockings. That's what we call them. Stockings. And then she's surrounded by leaves, and she has like this cute little butterfly here, and she has her own wings. I love that you can only see part of her face, and then she has a big, big flower in her hair. Are these hibiscus flowers? You guys are smart. What kind of flower is that? Leave it down in the comments. And then we have this beautiful fairy here. She has like the devil horns almost, and then she has the winglings. And she's holding this little baby dragon, and she has on like little tights. I love how their feet are always pointed. And then we have this young lady here holding up the moon. And then we have the dragon here, like the dragon grew up. And she's holding this up, and then she has 3 other little balls around her. I'm not sure what the lines are. But that's still something cool, because you can, you know, do stuff with her skirt and stuff. That's going to be cool looking. This is the beautiful woman from the front cover. You get it. Now, I wouldn't do it like the front cover again. I like to be original, so I don't want to copy what the front cover has on it. But I, you know, would do my own thing. I have this thing about, you know, trying to do it completely different than the cover. So, you know, maybe some black roses instead of red, or some black gradient red roses. And then, like, her hair would be like a honey brown or something, like a dirty blonde maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then look, the wolf was all grown up. Or wolf. Ha! That's a dragon. I'm slow. Alright, so the dragon is all grown up, and she's loving on the dragon with her little winglings, and they're on top of something because they're in the clouds. And then, of course, the big moon behind it. I love the fact that the moon is in, like, almost every picture. Look, it's an owl. I also love owls. And the owl's holding on to the little girl to protect her. She has her own little wings, and there's, like, little bugs. I want to say they're probably lightning bugs. You know, the bugs that illuminate at night? Yeah, those. And then there's some vines, and then a crescent moon above them. That's going to be cool. And then we have this beautiful one here. This is just gorgeous. And she's standing on a leaf, so she has to be obviously some kind of fairy, because nobody's going to stand on a leaf and just stand there and chill. So she's also has vines and stars around her. Ooh. I like this one. It looks like they messed up on her lips. So it looks like they gave her a mustache, so we'll have to fix that when we're coloring it. But I like how, like, bold everything is. She has the wolf behind her, behind this gate. And she has a tattoo of flowers going up her arm, which you can see around her dress. I always love it when their hair is big and open like that. I like coloring big open spaces. And then that's the end of that book. And then on the back, it shows you all the designs that are in the book. And this is another Molly Harrison. Last one, you guys. I swear, it's the last one. But I'm going to take a break for 2 seconds, and I'll be right back. All right. So we're back. Sorry about that. The mailman had more packages. So let's get through this last flip through, shall we? Okay, it's another Molly Harrison. It's Bohemian Fantasy. Now, you guys know my big obsession right now is coloring faces. One, I don't have to buy another coloring book for goodness knows how long. So yeah. Ooh, I love like the watercolor effect. Now these are I wouldn't call intermediate or expert level grayscales. Look at the faces. And of course, I got those skin tone markers, which are the portrait markers from Arteza. So they will get a workout on this, okay? So like, yeah. And I love the fact that she signed some of them. And they're not full bodied. Like, they're just faces and they're dripping. And I love that. There's so much you can do with when it's just faces like this. Oh my goodness. Ooh, look at that one. She has like tattoos on her neck and on her arm, going all the way up, and then her back is the sun. Her hair swooshing around, and you see the sun up there and the moon down there. She has 2 little earrings, and she has like a little face tattoo with the star and the moon. You guys, I tell you guys, y'all guys know me better than I know myself with these coloring books. My goodness. So then we have her hair flailing in the wind with the 2 flowers on the side. And again, she has her signature here on the page. I'm not sure if you can see that, but Molly Harrison signed the image. And then you have the vine going up her back here, and then her dress is made of flowers. Then we have another face here with the watercolorish like background. And again, these grayscales are a little bit different, so I'm going to teach myself how to do it, and then I'll show you guys, because I love this book already because of all the stars and moons on like every freaking page. Love the faces and oh my gosh, this is going to be so awesome. And you can do all kinds of like celestial effects, like immediately my brain went to 939 and 823, which is for diamond painting and cross stitching. But like dark blues and dark purples and stuff like that to really make these pictures pop. And then you can do like big bright eyes and bright lips. So like there's so many possibilities when you have stuff like this to make those pictures pop. Now, again, these are thinner pages, not too thin, but please don't forget to put the cover protective page underneath. Ooh, I love that one. Look, she has the 2 flowers here. She has the moon on her arm here. Long flowing hair. She kind of has a torso a little bit, but then it's mostly her face and then the background. Now, I'm not sure how I would color that background, but we gonna find out. And I'm trying to go through this a little faster because you guys just sat through me flipping through 3 books, and I still have 3 other packages to open. So yeah. So we have this one here with her face sticking out. I love that. Ooh, I love that. Look at the detail on her dress. Again, we have a signature from Molly Harrison. It says 2015 on it. And then you have a little, it looks like she has one of those, like, when you get married, the veil, I think it's called. And then she has, like, the hair dripping down, and then, like, the ink spots all over, and then the stars and the moon. But her face, oh, her face is gorgeous. Ooh, look at that big flower. Oh, my goodness. Again, if you want to know where these books came from, go bother Becky's Madness for Crafting. She'll tell you exactly where she got them from, because I won't link them because I refuse to look up stuff that I get as a gift. So yes. And then we have this woman here, kind of like a Mona Lisa face, where she looks kind of sad, but then she kind of also looks content. She has her hair blowing in the wind, and she has part of her torso. These kind of remind me of the images from Diamond Art Club, like the bubblegum one, where the girls pop in the bubblegum, and it's all like a watercolor effect. Ooh, look at this one. This one I would definitely do in like a dark blue, and then have it kind of bleeding down into a purple, and then maybe get the gel pens out and do like a white or a cream metallic for the moon, and then like a yellow metallic for the stars. And again, we have her signature here, and this one says Molly Harrison 2014. So not all of these images are from 2015. There's some of them from 2014. And what I mean by that is right there. See how it has her name? And it says Molly Harrison 2015. A lot of the pages, if not all of them, have that little signature on it. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. Most of them have her signature on it. Ooh, we have double face. So we have face down here, face up here with the very pretty flower there. We have another flower on the side, and her long hair is flowing down on top of her flowing hair. And then you have swirls beside them, and then the moon and the stars. You guys, the possibilities. Ooh, I love her eye makeup. Now, I don't wear makeup, so when I put makeup on my characters that I color, it's just, you know, whatever. I have been trained to put on makeup, but I think I look like a clown with makeup, so I don't put on makeup. And that's not fishing for compliments, you guys. I literally look like a clown, like straight out of Ringling Brothers. I just can't. But I can color makeup like nobody's business, okay? So we have her long, stringy, curl, wavy hair. Ooh, look at there. She has the wings and the long hair, and then the little thing around her head. This might be one of the first ones I color, because those skin tone markers. those skin tones. Now, I'm still trying to figure out how to get the back to, how to color the back. But I'm waiting to get some markers that I think will help with the background. And then we have this lovely lady here. It looks like she's kind of hiding behind something. It doesn't look like her hair, because her hair looks almost black. She almost looks like a Egyptian woman. But I love her makeup. I love the way they did the cat eye. Ooh, long dark hair, torso, a bare torso with a long neck. That is a long neck. And then she has like the feathers coming out the side of her eye, which is also kind of creepy, but also kind of cool at the same time. She kind of had like a pointed ear. And see, this one says Molly Harrison 2014. And don't worry, I did my own nails, so if they look janky, don't worry about it. I'm waiting for my color streak to come in. All right, and then we have this beautiful figure here, another 2015 image with the long wavy hair with the flower, and I love the little things on the side over here. I almost feel like I want to paint the edges, the background of a lot of the grayscale images, but I don't really want to get into painting because I have a Maggie. Which, by the way, for those of you wondering, Maggie is feeling just fine. I will have a whip and chat up sometime this week to let you guys know exactly what's been going on with Maggie and how we got everything settled. So don't worry, it's coming. If you haven't already seen it, I don't know when I'm putting these up, what order I am. So you'll figure it out. Either way, if you don't, you'll see me on Friday anyways. So we have this beautiful woman here with the water dripping down and her hair. We have like strands of her hair and then her eyes. Oh, yes, the eyes. Gold eyes. I see gold eyes and pink lipstick. Yes. Again, just because I'm colorblind doesn't mean I don't see all colors. I see some colors. Just other colors evade me. Either way. So we have this figure here, and she has wings here. This is a 2014 image. She has like butterflies and stars and little butterflies all around her. I love the eye thing. I love that. Ooh, okay. So this is a 2012 image. So right there it says Molly Harrison 2012. And I almost would feel bad coloring over this. Like, I feel like I don't want to color over the poor woman's signature. But that is gorgeous. Like, look at her hair. And then, of course, we have the stars and the moons in typical Molly Harrison fashion. Yes. And then that's the end of that book.